Let's discuss 4 reasons why your homestead will fail. You want to make $1 million on your homestead? Start with $2 million. So Bridget and I have been on this property 5 years and really started working hard on it 3 years ago. We do pigs, Highland cows, we've done bees, rabbits, meat chickens, regular chickens, doing food forests and gardens. We've seen a lot of people struggle at some things, so we want to kind of go over 4 big issues that we see when people start homesteading. Number 1 reason we see is money. Having a homestead requires a lot of upfront initial investment. The first, obviously, being the property and the home. Getting that initial home is one of the first steps. Once you have that property, more money is required. You need to invest in tools, supplies, equipment, food for your animals, purchasing your animals, purchasing your seeds, purchasing garden equipment if the gardens aren't already set up, purchasing lumber, purchasing fencing. You're going to need money for upscaling and improving. If you decide you're going to start doing meat chickens this year and haven't done meat chickens before, well, it's not just the meat chickens, but now it's the food. Say you want to get a plucker, say you want to get a vacuum sealer, the bags. It all takes that extra bit of money to continue to upscale and grow your homestead. Do you have or will you have money available for repairs? It's something that always happens on a homestead, whether it be something like a tree falling on a fence or something breaking. It always happens. Do you have money set aside for that? And with your money, when you're investing in stuff like animals and food, for example, seeds and growing your own vegetables, do you have time to wait for that investment to pay off? With Highland cows, when we got ours, we figured it'd be about 5 to 7 years for our initial investment to pay off. Do you have time to wait that long? Now that brings us to our second point, time. Do you have time to commit? Because for the rest of your life, time is going to be all about the homestead. It's not just projects that it's going to take up your time, but it's the commitment to your animals and your crops as well that's going to take the time. Do you have the time to do the chores every day? Are you going to invest that time on watering, weeding, feeding your animals, caring for your animals? Every day is going to be spent looking after things on the homestead. So what happens when your friends invite you over to watch the football game or the hockey game? Guess what? It's not going to be happening. You're going to be spending your time letting the chickens out, walking them back up at night, making sure they have water and food, feeding the rabbits, checking the pigs, feeding them in the morning, feeding them at night. All of that takes time. What about milking the goats and the cows? Again, that's just more time that you're going to be here doing chores instead of out playing with your friends. Have a full-time job? Guess what? The homestead just became a part-time job, and you're gonna have to show it as much commitment as you do your regular job, because your commitment dictates the success of your homestead. And that brings us to number 3, commitment. Can you commit your time and money to the animals, the property, to the projects, to what you're working towards achieving? Can you commit to you and your family to keep going after you get frustrated because you've repaired something 3 times, 4 times, and stuff continues to happen? Can you commit to keep going after crops fail or animals die? Can you commit to harvest your animal if that's the original reason why you got them? It doesn't mean you have to harvest them, but if the original reason was to get animals for meat and to save expenses, then it's going to be more expensive to hold on to those animals as pets. You'll need to get rid of them if you can't commit to harvest them. If a project doesn't go right or doesn't get finished, can you still commit to finish that project or to change the project up and make it right this time? And can you commit to completing projects if you don't have help or if you don't have the knowledge to do it? And that brings us to number 4, knowledge. Do you have the knowledge, or do you have the resources to get the information that you require to finish the project or to look after the animals One of the big things about knowledge on the homestead is, are you able to find out what you don't know? Meaning, say you're getting cows or pigs, do they require special care, special feed facilities to be able to handle them over the long term? Do you know about trimming hooves on cows, deworming, that sort of stuff? Are you able to find out that information that you don't actually have? And with the knowledge and information, are you able to accept suggestions? Are you able to accept change? Are you able to change your thinking on the way you approach things? Are you so stuck in your ways that it has to be done one way, even though you found a better way to do it, or there is a better way to do it? So guys, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please hit that like and subscribe button. Leave us a comment down below about your thoughts on the whole knowledge, money, time, commitment. Did we leave anything else out? Hope to see you guys again soon on the next video. Love you guys. Take care.